sponsors. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Now, let's go courtside with the pregame show. Here's Ralph Lockwood.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome once again. Final day coverage here. The District 16 girls basketball tournament at the Phil Jackson Fieldhouse. It's third and fourth and championship matters to be settled here tonight. And our third and fourth place matchup pits the Stanley Blue Jays, a record of 20-3, against the Trenton Tigers, who come in at 9-4. The Blue Jays have met twice during the season, and the Blue Jays have won both times. Actually, this matchup tonight between Stanley and Trenton, not really, it is proceeding at the region tournament, but the pressure's off on the girls. Both teams should be loose tonight and ready to go at it here, fourth in this District 16 championship, our third and fourth place action here tonight. Our championship ball game should be a dandy. A rematch of last year's championship. It's Burke Central 19-2 against Watford City 18-3. That's our championship matchup. Watford City won it last year 46-44. A lot of football action around the state of North Dakota today. Quarterfinal football action at 5'5", and a junior is Alicia Olson. At the other guard spot, 5'6", a junior, Kylie Hutchins. At center, 5'10", a sophomore, Tricia Ledoux. At a forward spot, at 5'10", and a junior is Byron Rider. And the other forward at 5'8", and a freshman, Lacey Turcotte. Thus far for the Trenton Tigers in the tournament, Kylie Hutchins leading the scoring parade for Trenton with 44 points, 18 rebounds. Alicia Olson with 19.6 rebounds. Tricia Ledoux, 18 points, 15 rebounds. Byron Rider, 20 points, 32 rebounds. And Lacey Turcotte, 21 points and 8 rebounds for the tournament action thus far. For the Lady Tigers, they come in at 19-4. They've lost twice to Stanley, twice to Burke Central. Starting lineup for the Stanley Blue Jays. At the guard spot, 5'2", and a junior is Audrey Rorick. Rorick averaging 4 points a ball game during the regular season. At the other guard spot, 5'5", a junior, Shelby Nichols. At the center spot, 6'2", a senior, Shannon LaRolle. At a forward spot for the Blue Jays, 5'9", a junior, Tara Heenick. At the other forward spot, at 5'6", and a junior, Gwen Weinbar. Weinbar leading the scoring parade for the Blue Jays in the tournament, 51 points, 25 rebounds. Tara Heenick, 21 points, 21 rebounds. Shannon LaRolle, 33 points, 25 rebounds. Shelby Nichols with 15 points, 13 rebounds. And Audrey Roig, 17 points and 9 rebounds. Our officials for this ball game are Dave Winger and Larry Grondal. It's third and fourth place action. Both teams should be at ease here tonight. Not a lot of pressure on this one. They're both in the Region 8 tournament. This is for seeding purposes tonight. They're both heading to the show in Stanley next Friday. That's a look at the starting lineups. We'll be back. The opening tip-off in 3 minutes here on your 101 Sports Center.
Making it to the pros means giving them your best. And being a professionally trained auto technician means installing only...
Colors being retired by the National Guard. We're set to go. The Stanley Blue Jays and the Trenton Tigers. Again, the starters for the Blue Jays. Rorick, Nichols, LaRolle, Heenick, and Weinbar. For the Tigers, Hutchins, Olson, Ledoux, Ryder, and Turcotte. Larry Grondal, Dave Winger, our officials here. Third and fourth place honors on the line. Gary Schell, the head coach of the Stanley Blue Jays, and Bob Turcotte, the head coach of the Trenton Tigers. Grondal with the ball at center court. We're set to go. Girls basketball action. District 16, the tip controlled by the Blue Jays. Weinbar brings it to the right side between the circles. Comes back left side to Rorick. Rorick looks down inside. Gets it to Heenick. Heenick back to the left corner. It goes to Nichols. She'll take a 10-footer. Partially blocked in there by Turcotte. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Blue Jays. So the Trenton Tigers will get the basketball and some full court pressure here from the Stanley Blue Jays. Byron Rider in the backcourt tries to get it up court, throws it over the head of Alicia Olson. Turnover on the Tigers. That's one. Joni has really had a hard time getting going offensively in this tournament. She's been held to literally nothing here in the last couple of ball games, and that's one of the things Bob Turcotte hopes she can get going here tonight. Here's Weinbar on the left wing. Back up top, they go to Rourke. Right side now, it goes to LaRolle. LaRolle down in the corner to Nichols. Nichols looks inside, nothing open there. They go to Weinbar on the right wing. Cross-court pass now to Rourke. Rourke hands it off now to Shannon LaRolle. Gets it over to Shelby Nichols in the left corner. Back up top, Rourke. She'll take it to the top of the circle. To the left side, Weinbar from three-point range. Rolls off, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Joni Ryder of the Trenton Tigers. Off it comes, up court, intended the pass there from Hutchins to Turcotte. Hutchins threw it behind Turcotte, and 2 turnovers on the Trenton Tigers. Tigers trying to get things going in a big hurry and thrown it away twice. A minute gone by. We have no score here in the first quarter. Right side pass goes to Nichols. Back up top it goes now to Weinbar at the hash mark. Back in the Nichols. Inside Heenick wide open 2. Tara Heenick opened up on the low post on the right side, and she was wide open. Alicia Olsen in the backcourt for the Trenton Lady Tigers. Comes up court, gets it to Turcotte. Turcotte down the right side, tripped up on the play. Shannon LaRolle will pick up the foul. Shannon LaRolle picks up her first personal, and that's one of the things the Blue Jays have got to keep her out of foul trouble. So the Tigers will get the basketball right in front of the Stanley bench. Pass comes in to Kylie Hutchins. Tigers will have everyone back next year. Stanley loses 4 ball players from their ball club. Here's a pass down low to Alicia Olsen. Her 5-footer won't go. Rebound is tied up on the play with Nichols and Ryder, and the alternating possession will remain Trenton basketball. Tigers will trigger it in baseline right side. Hutchins to trigger. Pass comes out front to Joni Ryder. Over to the left side. They go to Turcotte. Now to Hutchins in the left corner. Back up to Joni Ryder, left side of the free throw lane. Comes to the right side to Alicia Olsen. Back to Ryder. They go to the left side now to Hutchins. Back to the right side to Olsen. Up top, Hutchins. Takes it from the free throw line. She's hammered from behind by Nichols. Shelby Nichols will pick up the foul. And going to the free throw line will be Kylie Hutchins to shoot 2 for the Trenton Tigers. 2-0 Stanley with the lead here. 6:05 to go in the first quarter. Third and fourth place matchup here in the District 16 tournament. Hutchins free throw rolls off the iron. She'll have another. Kylie with 44 points, 18 rebounds in the tournament coming into this one. Again, Hutchins shot on the way. This one is good. So it's a 2-1 contest in favor of the Blue Jays. They have the basketball. Rourke will bring it to the front court. Moves to the top of the circle, down the alley. Dish underneath. Shot will not go there for Nichols. Quick outlet pass from Ryder. Picked up by Hutchins. Off to Olsen. Shot from 7. Won't go. Rebound. Hutchins back up. Count it. No. She traveled with it. Took an extra step to let her loose, and a travel call there on Kylie Hutchins. So the third turnover on the Tigers. Blue Jays with the basketball. Weinbar left wing gets it off to Nichols. Back to Weinbar. Back to Nichols. She'll take the 15-footer and nail it. Left baseline jumper for Shelby Nichols. She's got a deuce. 4-1 Stanley. Up court it comes to Alicia Olsen. Alicia between the circles straight away. Gets it to Kylie Hutchins at the center circle. Kylie will set the offense for the Tigers. Comes right side now to Tricia Ledoux. Down low it goes to Turcotte, to Olsen. She's picked up there by Nichols. Takes the baseline. Moves over to the left side. Almost lost the handle on it. Picks up the dribble. Looking for some help. Finally gets it to Hutchins. Down inside. Ryder turnaround. Yes. Joni Ryder turnaround from about 7 on the left low side. And she's got her first points. It's 4-3. Stanley by 1. Blue Jays with the ball. Weinbar into the alley. Stops. Dishes off LaRolle. She puts it up from 5. Short. Rebound picked up by Joni Ryder. Boy, LaRolle, if she could have got the handle on it right away, she was wide open. Here's a pass to the left side to Alicia Olsen. Tigers on the run. Ryder from 18 nails it. Joni Ryder got the offense cooking tonight. 5-4. Blue Jays back. Or Tigers up by 1 here with 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Rourke comes to the free throw line, comes left side to Weinbar. Weinbar takes it to the baseline, reverses back up top. Rourke, she'll take it from 17. It's around and out. Rebound on the low side, picked up here by Nichols. Knocked out of bounds by Turcotte of Trenton. Blue Jays will trigger from the baseline left side. 4:17 to go here in the first quarter. 5-4, Trenton by 1. Nichols takes her time, finally gets it to Rorick, threw it over her head, out of bounds, turnover on Stanley, that's number 1. Nichols lost her balance. She'll come out of the lineup, and coming in will be Elizabeth Sorensen. Sorensen with 12 points in the tournament. Good three-point shooter. Quickly up court, Tigers get the ball to Lacey Turcotte. Right side, Tricia Ledoux, 8-footer around and out. Rebound pulled down by Gwen Weinbar. Weinbar quickly to the front court, down the left side. Stops, looks for some help. Cross court now to LaRoll. She's cut off by Ryder. Back up top, Rorick gets it. Rorick dribbles behind the back. In trouble, she's fouled from behind by Kylie Hutchins. First foul on the Lady Tigers. Blue Jays will get the basketball, baseline right side this time with 3:55 to go here in the first. Sorensen triggers to Rorick. She'll take this one from 17, and this one she'll bury. Audrey Rorick, right baseline, puts it up and in at 6-5. Blue Jays back up by 1. Kylie Hutchins comes to the front court in a hurry for Trenton. Dishes it off to Ledoux. Now to Ryder, 17, straight away, bingo. Jody Ryder with 3 straight baskets for the Lady Tigers. It's 7-6. Trenton back up on top. 3.5 to go here in the first. Right side pass goes to Sorensen. In the corner to Weinbar. Trying to go in the alley to LaRoll. It's knocked away out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. Blue Jays will trigger it in front of the Tiger bench with 3:22 remaining here in the first. Sorensen will be the trigger person. Gets it in now to Shannon LaRoll. She takes it down low, puts it up in traffic, won't go. Quick outlet, Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins takes it in, puts it up, left-handed, rolls off, won't go. Alicia Olsen runs down the rebound for the Tigers. They maintain possession. Olsen brings it up top, hands it off now to Tricia Ledoux. Ledoux down inside, Joni Ryder. Back up top, Tricia Ledoux. Now to Alicia Olsen, right side between the circles. She puts it to the floor. Takes it up between the circles. Now comes back left to Tricia Ledoux. Down the left wing it goes to Joni Ryder. Hutchins posts up underneath. She puts it up, won't go. Rebound, Kylie Hutchins with the hook. Bingo! Reverse hook on the other side. Kylie Hutchins with the deuce. 9-6. Tigers up by 3. 2:35 remaining here in the first. Sorensen on the left wing, gets it to Weinbar in the left corner. She's picked up there by Alicia Olsen. Hands it off. Hennig shot blocked by Ledoux. Picked up by Weinbar. Weinbar's going to be hacked inside. Foul called here on the Trenton Lady Tigers with 2:27 to go in the first quarter. Foul called on Lacey Turcotte. That's her first second team foul on Trenton. Nichols back in for the Blue Jays. Pass comes in to Weinbar. Weinbar left side, back up top Rorick. Audrey Rorick hands it off to Shelby Nichols. Nichols goes to Weinbar, right wing. She'll take it from 15 and nail it. Gwen Weinbar's first basket. 9-8, Tigers by 1. Quick pass up court, Lacey Turcotte. Turcotte trying to go left side. Now it is picked up by Alicia Olsen. Alicia comes back right side to Kylie Hutchins. She'll take it from three-point line. It's off the iron. Long rebound to Alicia Olsen. Alicia between the circles straight away will set the offense for the Tigers. Comes back left side to Joni Ryder. Joni now top of the key. Looks down inside for Hutchins. Ball tapped away out of bounds, but it's last touched by the Tigers. Turnover number 4 on Trenton. 1:48 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Championship night here at the District 16 tournament. Phil Jackson Fieldhouse, the championship matchup, Burke Central and Watford City. Underneath, Gwen Weinbar takes it up and in for 2 points for the Blue Jays, and Stanley's back up by 1. Joni Ryder hands it in to Kylie Hutchins. Goes around the screen, now takes it across on the left side. Kylie palmed the ball. 5 turnovers on the Lady Tigers. Stanley will get the basketball. Stacy Slater in for Trenton. To the left side, Nichols. Back up top, Rorick. Back to the left corner. They're trying to go to Weinbar. Knocking it out of bounds is Lacey Turcotte. Under a minute to go here in the first. 10-9, Stanley. Third and fourth place honors here for the District 16. Pass comes in, bounds to Rorick, to Nichols, left corner, back to Rorick. She'll take it from 15, off the back iron. Rebound by Joni Ryder. She's fouled by Shannon LaRolle, and that's 2. So 2 fouls now on Shannon LaRolle. With 49 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Substitution. It'll be Heather Halverson coming in, replacing Shannon LaRolle for Coach Gary Schell. Tigers get the ball in bounds here to Stacy Slater. Stacy cut off by Nichols, and Nichols will pick up the foul. Nichols has 2. LaRolle has 2. 4 team fouls on the Blue Jays. Now Sorensen back in, Nichols out for the Stanley Blue Jays. Pass comes in bounds here to Stacy Slater. Stacy brings it to the front court, to the center circle with 37 seconds to go in the quarter. Now to Joni Ryder, left side between the circles. Goes cross court to Stacy Slater. Underneath, Hutchins, shot, bounces around, goes through. Kylie Hutchins with 5 points puts the Tigers back up at 11-10 with 18 seconds to go in the first. Rorick, right side, goes to Sorensen on the wing. Down in the corner to Weinbar, back across the left side to work it now to Halverson. Up top, Rorick, back to Halverson. To Weinbar, left side, she takes it into the alley, moves in, 10-footer, rolls it off, won't go. Rebound around, and it's no shot there. 1 quarter comes to an end. Trenton 11, Stanley 10. Second quarter in a minute here in your 101 Sports Center.
The colder it gets, the harder.
Interstate batteries too. Stop by Dakota Diesel USA for all service, your full service dealer. From clutches to overhauls, they do it all. Next time, put your rig in the hands of the people who know at Dakota Diesel USA.
10. Trenton with the lead as we move to the second quarter of play. Tara Heaney gets the ball down low post left side, and she'll be fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Both teams in that first quarter, 5 of 12 from the field. Trenton hit 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Stanley did not go to the free throw line. 5 turnovers on Trenton, 1 on Stanley. That foul was called on Lacey Turcotte. That's her second. So Tara Heaney will go to the free throw line for the Blue Jays. She ties it up with the free throw. 11-11, Stanley and Trenton all knotted up here. Kind of what you expect out of 20-3 and 19-4 teams. Should be a good one. Both of them should be dandies here tonight. Heaney misses the next one. Rebound comes down to Katie Hoffman. Hoffman hands it off now to Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins to the front court. Gets it to Joni Ryder. Joni picks it up on the right side free throw line extended. Gal back out front to Hoffman. Hoffman with the ball. Gets it back to Ryder. Having fun with Matt Herman's baby here. Ryder going to be called for traveling here on the Trenton Tigers. Turnover number 6 on Trenton. She's a little cutie. I got her going. I started waving at her. Now she's waving at me. Cracking me up. We're all tied at 11. Trenton and Stanley all knotted up here in the second quarter with 7:20 to go in the first half. Blue Jays with the ball. Tara Heaney on the left side. Hands it off now to Weinbar in the left corner. Back up top. It goes now to Sorensen. Her three-point attempt falls short. Rebound knocked around. Picked up here by Weinbar. Weinbar with the ball. Goes back to Rorick. Rorick gets it to Weinbar. Takes the left baseline. Moves in. There's 2. Gwen Weinbar very quick. It's 13-11. The Blue Jays on top as Lacey Turcotte comes back the other way. Puts up an air ball from the right baseline from about 10 feet out. Rebound comes to the Blue Jays. They're on the run. Rorick moves in. Blocked by Joni Ryder. Picked back up by Gwen Weinbar. Weinbar in the alley. In traffic. She'll be fouled. .6:37 remaining here in the first half. Tricia Ledoux will come out. Katie Hoffman, or Ledoux will go in. Hoffman will come out. We'll get a timeout. Quick timeout here at 20. 6:37 remaining in the first half. 13-11 Blue Jays. We'll be back in 30 seconds. action. The Blue Jays with the basketball. Here is Rorick on the left side to the top of the key. She brings it down to the right baseline. In it goes to Heenick in traffic. Taken away here by Joni Ryder. Turnover on Stanley. That's number 2. Tigers trail by 2. Here's Alicia Olsen. 12-footer bounces off the iron. Rebound Ledoux. She got it. Tricia Ledoux on the offensive board ties it up at 13 apiece with 6:08 to go in the first half of play. Sorensen on the left side, hands it off to Weinbar. Back out front it goes to Rorick. Rorick from 18, up iron. Rebound pulled down here by the Blue Jays, and a foul is going to be called underneath. Heenick on the board for Stanley, and I believe Tricia Ledoux or Joni Ryder. We'll see who gets the foul. They were both there. It goes on Joni. So Joni picks up her first personal with 5:56 remaining in the first half. Tara Heenick will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Blue Jays. Shot is up, it's short. Still tied at 13, 5:56 remaining here in the first half of play. Heenick again to the stripe. This one is good. Substitution. Nichols comes in. Sorensen out for the Blue Jays. 14-13, Stanley on top. Hutchins with the ball, gets it up court to Stacy Slater. Slater to the left side, hands it back down to Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins between the circles, takes it left side, down to the baseline, moves in, shot won't go. She's fouled by Halverson. Heather Halverson will pick up the foul, her first. Kylie Hutchins will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Trenton Tigers. Again, Sorensen back in, Nichols out for Gary Schell. 14-13. Stanley with the lead. Hutchins can tie it here, and she does. Kylie Hutchins with 6 points. We're even at 14 with 5:44 to go in the first half of play. Second shot, Kylie is in there. Lady Tigers back up by 1 as we switch back and forth the lead here by 1. 5:40 to go in the first half as Rorick brings it to the front court, goes down the right side, stops, gets it across in the alley to Heenick. Her 8-foot jumper straight away is good. Tara Heenick with 6 points for the Blue Jays. Up court it comes Alicia Olsen, right side. Double team, gets it out to Joni Ryder. Ryder hands it off to Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins, top of the circle. Brings it around to the left side, cut off there. Back to the free throw line. She'll take the shot from there. It won't go. The rebound pulled down by Halverson. Off it comes to Weinbar. Weinbar down inside. Sorensen shot won't go. Rebound pulled down by Joni Ryder. Taken away by Rorick. She traveled with it. Rorick was down on her knees. Got back up on her feet. Got the travel. 16-15. Stanley by 1. Blue Jays have applied some token pressure in the back court. Hasn't really bothered the Tigers that much. The turnovers they've had have not been forced. Slater, here's one, passed over, intended for Olsen, intercepted by Weinbar, but Weinbar missed the layup. Slater pulls down the board. So we come back the other way. Olsen, top of the circle, goes to Joni Ryder. Left side, Ryder, top of the key now, looking for help. Finally gets it off to Kylie Hutchins, way out between the circles, left side. She'll bring it out straight away. 4.5 to go in the first half. 16-15, Blue Jays by 1. Timeout we're taken here by Trenton. 4:27 to go here in the first half. A 20-second timeout. 16-15, Blue Jays will be back in 30 seconds.
The OK Implement Company in Watford City carries the full line of New Holland farm machinery. Plus, they are your Dodge, Chrysler, Plimpson service work done there, too. It's OK Implement Company in Watford City. See the all-new 98s at OK Implement.
Back to action. Tigers with the basketball. They trail by 1. Hutchins brings it to the top of the circle to set the offense. Goes to the left side around a Joni Ryder screen. There's the lob into Joni. She puts it up left-handed for 2. Joni Ryder with 8 points here tonight as she got going offensively. The Tigers back up by 1, 17-16. Rorick to the top of the key. Goes to LaRolle down in the right corner. LaRolle has it knocked away here. Then now taken away. Ball's loose on the floor again. And finally tied. No, they're going to finally call jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Trenton. Turnover on Stanley. That's 4. LaRolle got double teamed, lost the ball, got it back, got double teamed, tied up, and finally the jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of the Tigers. Kylie Hutchins brings it to the front court. Brings it to the right side, now to Tricia Ledoux. Ledoux between the circles, looks inside, tries to get it to Joni Ryder. Back up top, Ledoux, 18-footers, good. She's got problems down inside, but you put her out 15, 18 feet, and she drains them. 19-16. Tigers up by 3.5 to go here in the first half. Rorik lobs it into LaRolle. LaRolle puts up the shot. No, we're going to call a 3-second lane violation on the Blue Jays before the shot. Turnover 5 on Stanley. So again, the Tigers now up by 3, have the basketball with 3:20 to go in the first half. Stacy Slater brings it to the front court. Comes to the right side to Tricia Ledoux. Ledoux looks inside, trying to go there, but it's knocked away out of bounds by Tara Heenick. Trenton 19, Stanley 16. Hutchins will trigger for the Tigers from the right baseline. Pass comes in to Tricia Ledoux. She'll take it from 15 and bury it. Why not? 6 points for Tricia Ledoux. 21-16, a nickel lead here for the Tigers with 3 minutes to go in the half. Left side pass to Sorensen, now to Weinbar, left corner. Back out front, Rorik, 18-footers, good. Audrey Rorik with her second basket. 21-18, Tigers lead is 3. They have the basketball. Kylie Hutchins brings it to the front court for the Lady Tigers. Moves to the left side around the screen. Now brings it back around, and we'll have a 5-second call here on Kylie Hutchins as Rorik was applying the defense, and Larry Grondal called the 5-second law there. That's 8 turnovers on Trenton. Rorik brings it up to the top of the circle. Left side to Sorensen, to Weinbar in the corner. Back around right side. Rorik looks down inside. Nothing opens up. Back up top, Sorensen at the top of the key. Right side to Rorik, to Weinbar in the right corner. Weinbar, right wing, goes to Sorensen. She'll take it from 17. That's off the iron. Long rebound picked up here. Out of bounds, though. Last touch by Trenton. Alicia Olsen tried to save it, couldn't. 2:13 to go here in the first half. Inbounds pass comes to Gwen Weinbar, who hands it off to Audrey Rorik, and the Blue Jays will set the offense against the 2-3 zone defense. Rorik tried to go down low to Weinbar. It's kicked out of bounds by the Tigers. 2:06 to go here in the first half. Again, Stanley with the basketball. Here's Shannon LaRolle. She's open from about 12 feet on the left side, and Shannon's got her first basket. 21-20, Blue Jays have cut it back to a 1-point ball game. Alicia Olsen comes to the right side to Kylie Hutchins. Hutch couldn't handle it. Taken away. Weinbar, breakaway. Weinbar shot. She missed it. Rebound knocked around. Weinbar back up. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Joni Ryder. Blue Jays have an opportunity there, but could not put it away. Kylie Hutchins will bring it to the front court for the Lady Tigers with 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. Kylie down the alley. Dishes to Joni Ryder. 18-footer. There's 2 more. Joni with 10 points. I don't think she's missed from outside. 23-20. Tigers back up by 3 with 1:15 to go. Here in the first half, right corner pass goes to Weinbar. Back out front, Sorensen. Weinbar, right corner. Up top, Rorik. Down low, it goes to Heenick. She's hammered there by Kylie Hutchins. That'll be 2 on Kylie. That's 6 on Trenton. No bonus yet. So the Blue Jays will, let's say she was shooting or not. She wasn't. Didn't think so. So the Blue Jays will get the basketball. Baseline left side. Sorensen pass out front to Heenick. Heenick puts it up off glass. That won't go. Rebound Weinbar back up. Count the basket. She's fouled. So quick, so athletic, and so good. Gwen Weinbar now with 8. She'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play with 1 minute to go. Foul was called there on Kylie Hutchins, and that's 3 on Hutch. 3 on Hutch, 3 on Turcotte. Tigers got some problems there. Here's Weinbar's free throw. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Tigers, and Heenick picks up the foul coming in over the back. That's 6 on Stanley. So with under 1 minute to go here in the first half, Trenton has a 1-point lead on the basketball. Kylie Hutchins comes right side to Joni Ryder. Back to Kylie, over to Stacy Slater, left side. Down in the corner, Alicia Olson. Alicia brings it around. There's 42 seconds to go as she brings it up top. Hands it off to Joni Ryder. Joni looks inside for Kylie, nothing open. Now to Alicia, down to Kylie. Right baseline, almost lost it. Down low it goes to Joni Ryder. Her shot down low won't go. Rebound pulled down here by Tara Heenick. Heenick gets it to Weinbar, 22 seconds. Weinbar on the alley, shot won't go. Rebound Weinbar, back up, there's two. Blue Jays up by 1. Hutchins brings it up court, stops, dishes inside. Slater, shot won't go. Rebound pulled down by Heenick. Tigers trying to force that one too fast. Here's Rorick on the run, shot won't go. We're going to get a foul called though. A foul will be called. I believe it's going to go on Rorick. The foul is on Rorick as she ran in to Kylie Hutchins, and we'll go to the free throw line here. Hutch will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1 to possibly tie it up and give the Tigers a lead. Hutchins missed it. That'll wrap up the first half of play. It's 24-23. Stanley leading Trenton. We'll be back. We'll check the numbers after this 2-minute timeout.
It's your one-stop travel service. Darrell's Travel Service in Willis.
Stanley with a 1-point lead here at halftime. Trenton led after one quarter, 11-10. Blue Jays outscored the Tigers 14-12 in the second. It's a 1-point differential. For the Blue Jays, Gwen Weinbar with 10 points on 5 field goals. 6 points for Tara Heenick. 4 points for Audrey Rorick and LaRolle. For the Blue Jays, 11 of 30 from the field for 37%. 2 of 5 at the free throw line, 40%. 5 turnovers against Stanley. For the Lady Tigers, 10 points for Joni Ryder. 7 points for Kylie Hutchins. 6 points for Tricia Ledoux. Only 3 girls in the scoring column for the Trenton Tigers. They were 10 of 20 from the field. 10 of 20 from the field for Trenton for 50%, 3 of 5 at the free throw line, and 9 turnovers against the Lady Tigers. Rebound-wise, Trenton 16 and Stanley with 14. 24-23 our score here at halftime. In case you missed some of those football scores, we'll pass those along to you again now. Our area teams all winning this afternoon in football action. It was Stanley over Garrison Max, 28-0. It was Melba Sawyer defeating Kildare, 18-6. Watford City defeated Valley City, 14-7. Burke County over Edgeley.
Engineered for the way you ride. The 1998 Skidoo snowmobile lineup awaits you at Valley Skidoo Center, West 2nd Street in Williston. The new sleds and everything you need to ride them are in, and Valley's is ready to make you a deal on a new Skidoo. Valley Skidoo Center is your authorized service headquarters with factory-trained mechanics on hand. They also have the complete lineup of Skidoo clothing, snowmobile suits, helmets, gloves, caps, and more. Trades are always welcome. You've seen the rest. Now buy the best from Valley Skidoo Center.
Is Junior begging for a pet? Pets and Stuff has many to choose from, including tropical fish, goldfish, puppies, parakeets, parrots, and kittens. Pets and Stuff can also supply you with aquariums, pet cages, and pet food, including IAMS, Sensible Choice, Excel, and Science Diet. Stop by and visit with owner Stacy Coughlin. When you have a question about your pet, the knowledgeable staff at Pets and Stuff can help. The most complete pet store in the area. That's Pets and Stuff, located on the $1 Million Way, kitty corner from Simonson's.
Northwest Communications Cooperative hopes you're enjoying today's play-by-play action. We wish the best of luck to both teams and invite you to catch all great sports action on the DSS Little Dish from NCC and Ray. For just $199, get the 18-inch Little Dish and watch all the NBA games, the NHL hockey games, the NFL Sunday Ticket, and the ESPN game plan with the college top 10 games. Only the DSS Little Dish and DirecTV give you all the sports all the time from NCC and Ray, bringing modern communication services to Northwest North Dakota. Sheldon Welding and Steel Incorporated in Tioga can bend it, shape it, shear it, roll it, weld it, fix it, or fabricate it. If it's steel, Sheldon Welding and Steel can do it. Sheldon Welding and Steel handles all types of oil-filled welding. They can bend and shear plate steel, roll sheet, or plate steel. Plus, they weld in-shop or can handle your portable welding on-site. They are your steel fabrication specialists and can supply you with all the steel you'll need for your projects. And cattlemen, keep them in mind for bale feeders, too. Stop by Sheldon Welding and Steel on Highway 40 South Tioga or call 664-2516 or out of town, 1-800-228-2516.
Experience the quality health care provided by your hometown doctors at Craven Hagen Clinic. Craven Hagen has always offered a personal level of care, and now its affiliation with Mercy Medical Center provides direct access to the latest in equipment and professional expertise. Mercy Medical Center and Craven Hagen Clinic, partners in caring for you, the residents of eastern Montana and western North Dakota. Hometown doctors, hometown health care.
Want to know how to buy a car without getting taken for a ride? Well, then get credit to help you compare financing, sticker prices, discounts, dealer costs, option costs, and they'll pre-qualify you for a loan based on a realistic budget and monthly payment schedule. Dakota West Credit Union in Watford City and Grenora. Not for profit, but for people. Member NCUA. Dakota West Credit Union.
Second half just underway. The Blue Jays get the basketball. They lead it 24-23. At the top, Rorik has the basketball, goes down low to Heenick. Heenick puts up a shot. It's short. Rebound picked up here by Shelby Nichols. Nichols back up top. They get it to Shannon LaRolle. LaRolle back out front to Rorik. Rorik to the right side to Nichols. Nichols to Rorik at the free throw line. They look inside. Nothing opens up. The Tigers pack it in with the 2-3. Now the pass inside. Picked up by Rorik. Oh, with the left hand. Her shot won't go. Shot back up by Nichols is good. Shelby Nichols on the follow-up there. And the Blue Jays extend their lead to 3 at 26-23. Alicia Olsen with the basketball for the Lady Tigers. Comes to the left side, now to Tricia Ledoux. Ledoux looks inside for Kylie Hutchins. Nothing opens. Now to Joni Ryder on the right side. Free throw line extended. Back to the left side, Kylie Hutchins. Down low, Tricia Ledoux. Turns around, puts it up. Out and a run, won't go. Rebound. Pulled down there by the Stanley Blue Jays. Now it's Rorik with the basketball. Over to the left side. It goes to Nichols. Trying to go to Weinbard out in the corner. They throw it away. Turnover on Stanley. That's number 6. 26-23. Blue Jays by 3. Alicia Olsen in the backcourt will bring it to the front court for the Lady Tigers. Moves to the right side. Now comes back left side to Tricia Ledoux. Ledoux guarded by Heenick. Underneath to Kylie Hutchins. Over to Lacey Turcotte in the left corner. Back to Ledoux. Right side, Joni Ryder. Joni back to Kylie Hutchins at the top. Guarded there by Rorik. Stanley matching up man-to-man. Right side, Lacey Turcotte. Down low, Joni Ryder. Shot won't go. Rebound pulled down by Shannon LaRolle. LaRolle gets it to Rorik. Trying to get it down low. Now it's picked up by Nichols. Nichols in traffic. Back out front, Heenick. Heenick back to Rorik on the right side. Blue Jays will set their offense against the Tigers zone. We'll get a timeout taken here by Gary Schell and Stanley. It's 6:04 to go. Third quarter. Stanley 26, Trenton 23. Back in 30 seconds here in your 101 Sports Center.
This is Bob Hitler.
6:03 to go here in the third quarter. Stanley with the basketball. Rorik comes to the right side to Nichols. Nichols down to the right corner to Weinbard. Cross-court pass, Rorik. She looks, doesn't cast. It's taken away here by Lacey Turcotte. Turcotte in the left corner, hands it off to Joni Ryder. Turnover number 7 on Stanley. Joni brings it to the front court. Stops at the center circle, gets it to Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins now straight away will set the offense for the Tigers. Moves around the screen, now picks up the dribble. Looks for help. Cross-court pass goes to Alicia Olsen in the right corner. Into Tricia Ledoux. We've got a push foul going to go against Tara Heenick. Heenick will pick up her second foul for the Blue Jays. She pushed on Tricia Ledoux for that low post position. First foul on the Blue Jays here in the second half. So the Tigers get the ball. Turcotte opens up on the left low post, and she's got 2. Lacey Turcotte with her first basket of the ball game as the inbounds play worked to perfection for the Tigers. Back to a 1-point ball game, 26-25. Down low, Gwen Weinbar off glass, banks it home for 2. Gwen Weinbar with a dozen. 28-25, Blue Jays by 3 with 5:08 to go in the third quarter. Kylie Hutchins brings it around to the left side for the Tigers to Ledoux from the free throw line, off the iron. Rebound, Olsen tried to save it. She couldn't. It was out of bounds. 4:59 to go in the third quarter. Stanley up by 3. Rorick wrote trigger for. Stanley gets it in the Nichols. Now back to Rorick, and she'll set the offense as she comes to the front court. Tigers pack it in the 2-3 zone. To the right side, Weinbar, 12-footer, too strong. Rebound, LaRolle on the weak side. Back out front it goes to Nichols. In the alley, we're going to have a 3-second lane violation called on Stanley. Turnover number 8 on the Blue Jays. Still a 3-point lead for Stanley. Trenton has the basketball. Kylie Hutchins will bring it to the front court. Lady Tigers trail by 3 as Hutchins straight away gets it over left side now to Alicia Olsen. Alicia into the alley, 10-foot runner, bingo. Alicia Olsen with her first basket of the ball game. 28-27, back to a 1-point advantage for the Stanley Blue Jays. Stanley with the ball. Rorick brings it left side to Nichols. Nichols on the wing to Weinbar in the left corner. Back now to Nichols. To the right side, Rorick. Rorick looks down inside, back up top, Nichols. She'll take it from 3. It's off the iron. Rebound pulled down by Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins up court. Olsen. Olsen moves in. Shot too strong. Rebound. Ledoux got it. Alicia on the run. Put it up left-handed too strong, but Tricia Ledoux following it up. Put it in for an easy deuce, and the Tigers are on top by 1 at 29-28. Weinbar left corner over to Rorick. She'll take it from 18. It's short. Rebound to Kylie Hutchins. Outlet to Alicia Olsen. Alicia down the left side. Shots up. There's 2. Tigers on the run here the last 2 times up court, and they're on top 31-28 with 3:25 to go in the third quarter. Rorick brings it left side to Nichols, down in the corner to Weinbar. Weinbar underneath. LaRolle open. There's 2. Shannon LaRolle popped open down low. 31-30, Tigers by 1. Kylie Hutchins brings it to the front court for Trenton. Hands it off to Alicia Olsen on the left side. Alicia into the alley, tied up on the play, and she'll be called for the travel. Turnover 10 on Trenton. Sorensen comes in. Nichols comes out for Stanley. 3:02 to go, third quarter. Trenton 31, Stanley 30. The Blue Jays with the ball. Will try to regain the lead. Rorick brings it to the front court. Takes it down the lane, stops, 12-footer, off the back iron, rebound Tricia Ledoux. Ledoux hands it off to Turcotte, back to Ledoux. Now she hands it to Kylie Hutchins. Tricia says, I'm a center, I'm not the one supposed to be bringing it up. So she gets it to Kylie Hutchins. Down low, Joni Ryder on the low post left side. Back to Kylie Hutchins, left baseline, loses the handle, ball's inside, tied up on the floor. Alternating possession will remain Tiger basketball. 2:28 remaining here in the third quarter. Trenton 31, Stanley 30. Burke Central, Watford City, our championship to follow this one. Inbounds pass, Alicia Olsen on the left wing. Down in the corner, Hutchins from three-point line. Bingo! Left corner 3 for Kylie Hutchins. She's got a dime tonight. 34-30, Tigers up by 4. Biggest lead, I believe, has been 5. Trenton had that. 2:10 to go, third quarter. Rorick, top of the circle, goes left side to Weinbar. Now to Heenick at the high post. Heenick down the alley. Cut off there. Push foul going to be called here on the Lady Tigers. Going to go on Alicia Olsen. That's her first. Substitution. Nichols comes back in. Sorensen out for the Stanley Blue Jays and Coach Gary Schell. Both these teams advance to the Region 8 tournament starting next Friday in Stanley. Pass inbounds here to Gwen Weinbar. Weinbar out front to Rorick. Rorick backs it off between the circles. Now straight away with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Rorick moves in now. Hands it off to Nichols. Nichols looks, doesn't take it. Now she takes her time to Weinbar. Weinbar cross court. They try to go down low to LaRolle. It's down to the way out of bounds by Turcotte. So the Blue Jays will maintain possession. Baseline left side. Nichols will trigger there with 1:38 to go in the third quarter. In a back and forth ball game, here's Heenick. She moves in, 13-footer, buries it. Tara Heenick now with 8 points for Stanley. A 2-point lead for the Tigers. As Hutchins brings it up court. Moves all the way down, puts it up on the run, won't go. She's going to be fouled by Shannon LaRolle. That'll be 3 on Shannon. Kylie took it right at the big girl for the Blue Jays. Substitution, Hoffman will come in. Also coming in, Stacy Slater, coming out to Olson and Ledoux for Coach Bob Turcotte and the Trenton Tigers. So Shannon LaRolle now with 3 fouls as Kylie Hutchins goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Tigers with 1:20 to go here in the third quarter. Hutchins, first one, rolls around and off the iron. 2-point lead for Trenton. Hutchins to the free throw line. Shots up. No good. Rebound. Tapped around. Picked up here by Weinbar. Weinbar on the fly for the Blue Jays. Moves in on Slater. Shot off glass. 2 more for Gwen Weinbar. Weinbar with 14. We're even at 34 with just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Stacy Slater with the basketball between the circles. Moves to the right side. Now switches the hand with the dribble, and that'll be a 5-second lane or a 5-second call there as Nichols had the defense on her long enough, and Dave Winger says that's a turnover. That's number 11 on Trenton. Blue Jays a chance to regain the lead here with under a minute to go in the third quarter. Audrey Rourke will bring it to the front court. Goes left side to Nichols. Nichols down in the corner to Weinbar. Back to Nichols at the hash mark. Tapped away by Hutchins. Picked back up, though, by Rourke. Rourke over to Nichols on the left side. Nichols still dribbling with the basketball. Goes cross court now with it to Rourke. Rourke looks down low for LaRolle. There's nothing there. LaRolle pops out. Now in the corner it goes to Weinbar. Cross court Nichols. We're down to 30 seconds. Nichols almost had it taken away by Turcotte. Now to LaRolle to the left corner. Weinbar back to Nichols left wing. Nichols up top, Rourke. The right side free throw line extended. She didn't take it. Now backs it off. Brings it down to the right corner to Weinbar. We're down to 15 seconds to Rourke. Left side to Nichols. Back to Rourke. 10 seconds. Left corner, Weinbar. Weinbar in the alley. Dishes inside. Heenick. She's fouled by Joni Ryder. Joni picks up her second. Heenick will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 and a chance to put the Blue Jays on top here with 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tricia Ledoux will come back in for the Lady Tigers. Coming out, Katie Hoffman. No, it'll be Joni Ryder coming out. 5 seconds to go, third quarter. Tara Heenick to the free throw line. She's 2 of 4 there tonight. She misses the first one. She'll have another. 8 points for Tara. Again, Heenick to the stripe. Chance to put the Blue Jays on top. On the way, it's in there. 9 points for Heenick. Stanley 35, Trenton 34. 3 seconds, Slater. Hutchins throws it up from half court. Won't go at the buzzer. 3 complete. Stanley 35, Trenton 34. Fourth quarter in a minute on your 101 Sports Center.
Overhaul. They take care of it all at Ray Service Center and Parts Supply. So when you have a problem with your vehicle, take it to Ray Service Center and Parts Supply. And speaking of parts, when you need parts of any kind, they got those too. Ray Service Center and Parts Supply.
Watford City Vet Clinic is proud to be a Wolves supporter and bring them to you on KDSR. Watford City Vet Clinic is a full-service veterinary clinic treating all large and small animals. They also carry veterinary supplies. Call 842-2037 or 1-800-498-2037 for an appointment today.
Back to action. The Trenton Tigers take it away from the Stanley Blue Jays. That's 9 turnovers on Stanley. A 1-point lead for Stanley after 3 quarters, 35-34. Tigers have it right side corner. Turcotte down low. Ledoux 8-footer won't go. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Shannon LaRolle. Tigers maintain possession. 3 quarters. Tigers hitting on 15 of 33 from the field. The Blue Jays 16 of 42. It'll be Trenton basketball. Pass comes inbounds to the left or right corner here to Joni Ryder. Joni's shot falls short. Rebound knocked around. Ryder picks it up. Back up. Joni got it. Rider with the steal on the basket. She's got a dozen. Tigers are back up by 1, 36-35. Up top with it, Rorick for the Blue Jays. She's left wide open at the free throw line. Okay, I'll take it. There's 2. Rorick with half a dozen. Blue Jays apply the pressure in the backcourt. Pass comes inbounds to Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins will bring it to the front court for the Trenton Tigers. 37-36, Trenton by 1. Hutchins down the left side, back to Joni. Joni Rider, high post, back to the left side. It goes now to Kylie Hutchins. She's in the alley. 10-footer, there's 2. Kylie Hutchins with a dozen. Tigers regain the lead at 38-37. Blue Jays with the basketball. Nichols on the left wing. Looks down to the left corner. It goes to Weinbar. 15-footer, you betcha. Gwen Weinbar with 16. Blue Jays back up by 1 at 39-38. Up court, travel call here on Lacey Turcotte. That's 12 turnovers on Trenton. We'll get a timeout on the Stanley Blue Jays. 6:21 to go in the ball game. A full timeout. It's 39-38. Stanley by 1. We'll be back in a minute.
The very best in care is now available to you close to home at the Tioga Windstar V6 with automatic plus rear air and heat. Make it through the snow with a 95 Ford Explorer 4x4 automatic and loaded to the hilt. Make a special deal on a 95 Ford F-150 4-wheel drive V8 pickup with auto and XLT package. Only 40,000 miles on this cherry unit. See Wayne or Hammett at Prairie Ford in Stanley.
101.1 KDSR Williston, the king of country.
Action, a foul called here on the Lady Tigers on Joni Rider. I'll make that on Lacey Turcotte. That's her 4th. Blue Jays get the ball back down low here to Tara Heenick, and Heenick puts it up and in for 2 points. Heenick now with 11 for the Blue Jays. A 3-point lead for Stanley. Left side, Joni Rider hands it off to Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins, top of the circle. Hounded out front by Rorick, and Rorick finally going to pick up the foul. That'll be 2 on Audrey Rorick. Only the 3rd on Stanley, 3 on Trenton. Boy, not many fouls called at all in this one here in the second half. Tigers will get the basketball baseline, and we'll get a timeout taken this time by Trenton. 5:50 to go in the ball game. Full timeout for the Tigers. 40
in Watford City.
Hi, this is Doug Hoffman. Around here, when people think about real estate, their first thought should be Beck's Realty. If you've been looking for a particular piece of property, something special in a home, call one of the special agents at Beck's Realty. We have listings you'd be interested in and the qualified sales personnel to really help you with your real estate transaction. So remember Beck's Realty the next time you want to buy or sell real estate. We're here to help you. Beck's Realty, licensed in real estate, specializing in people. Give us a call, 774-8833.
Back into action, Alicia Olsen hits a quick 3 from the left corner for the Tigers. We're all tied at 41. Stanley comes down, takes a shot, the rebound out of bounds, and the Tigers have the ball. We're tied at 41 apiece with 5.5 to go. Kylie Hutchins with the basketball to the top of the circle for Trenton. Picks up the dribble. She's hounded by Rorick. Trying to go left side to Alicia Olsen. She threw it away. Turnover 13 on Trenton. 5:19 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 4th place honors on the line here at the District 16 tournament at the Phil Jackson Fieldhouse. Tie ball game at 41. Rorick down low. Weinbar right low post. Gets it back up top to Nichols. Nichols right side to Weinbar. Moves in. 8-footer. Rolls off. Won't go. Rebound knocked around. Picked up by Weinbar. She'll set the offense again for the Blue Jays. Weinbar picks it up. Goes to Rorick left side. She'll take one from 3. It's in and out. Rebound pulled down by Trish Ledoux. The outlet to Hutchins. Hutchins over to Olsen. Olsen 15-footer. Bingo! Alicia Olsen. Tigers up by a pair at 43-41. 4:30 to go in the ball game. Right side, Nichols, 3-pointer. It's too strong. Rebound, Rorick on the weak side. She moves to the baseline. Now back up front to Nichols in the alley. She traveled with it. 11 turnovers on Stanley. 4:21 to go. Trenton 43, Stanley 41. Joni Rider triggers it in to Katie Hoffman, who gets it off to Alicia Olsen. Olsen at the center circle, hands it off now to Kylie Hutchins. Kylie goes right side to Joni Ryder. Joni on the wing, looks for help, gets it to Tricia Ledoux out front. Ledoux back up top, it comes to Alicia Olsen. To the left side, Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins moves in traffic, knocked away, she's fouled. Heenick or Rorick, we'll see who gets it. It's going to go on Tara Heenick, that'll be her third. To the free throw line will go Kylie Hutchins to shoot 2. Hutchins with 12 points in the ball game. Tigers gonna get one more girl in the lane as Bob Turcotte talking to some of his ball players here during the free throw. Hutchins' free throw is good. Hutchins with 13. She's got 57 in the tournament. 3-point Trenton lead at 44-41. Second shot, Hutchins, it's good. 45-41 Tigers. 3:55 to go in the ball game as Rorick brings it to the front court. To the top of the circle for the Blue Jays. Goes down low, right side to Weinbar. Back up top, Rorick, top of the circle. Down to Weinbar. She moves in, 8-footer, won't go, she's fouled. Gwen Weinbar will go to the free throw line for the Stanley Blue Jays. She is fouled on the play. This one goes on Joni Ryder, her third. Substitution, Lacey Turcotte will come back in for the Tigers, but Weinbar will shoot the first one first, and she misses. Weinbar with 16 points, replaces Katie Hoffman. Gwen Weinbar to the free throw line, a chance to cut it back to a 3-point lead. This one's up, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Joni Ryder. Joni hasn't scored much here in the second half, but she's done a good job on the boards throughout the ball game. She's got 12 points total. Out front, Lacey Turcotte. Here's a steal by Nichols. Couldn't handle it, now gets it back in bounds. Then we'll get a block foul called on Alicia Olsen. Alicia will pick up the foul, her second. Turnover Trenton, number 14. And we'll get a timeout by Stanley. 3:27 to go. This will be a 20. It's 45-41. Trenton will be back in 30 seconds.
Folks in our area know when they...
Back to action, the Blue Jays with the basketball. On the right side, Rorick. Rorick back up top to Nichols. Nichols down the alley, dishes down inside the LaRolle. It's knocked away here by Joni Ryder, picked back up by Nichols and knocked away, tied up. Possession arrow goes to the Trenton Tigers. Good defense that time by the Lady Tigers. 45-41, Trenton. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Third and fourth place hardware on the line, and Lacey Turcotte called for palming the ball. That's turnover number 15 on Trenton. Tigers will have everyone back next year, so this will be a good learning experience going to the Region 8 tournament for these young girls from Trenton. Here's a pass inside. Shannon LaRolle, her shot off glass won't go. Rebound, Heenick and Ledoux. This one's tied up. It remains Stanley ball. 2:53 to go in the ball game. Nichols to Trigger. Pass into Rorick. Rorick hands it off to Heenick. Heenick in traffic, puts it up, won't go, gets her own board on the weak side. Goes to Weinbar on the left corner. Back to Nichols. Nichols on the left high post, knocked away by Alicia Olsen. Picked up by Rorick. Back to the left side. Weinbar moves in, off glass, won't go. Joni Ryder boards. Outlet comes to Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins down the right side, taken away by Rorick. Rorick with the steal for the Blue Jays. All the way down, dishes down low. LaRolle won't go, she's fouled by Ryder. Joni Ryder, Tigers should have backed off. Took a little time that time down, but they pushed it and had it taken away. Now going to the free throw line. Now they call that foul on Tricia Ledoux, her second foul. LaRolle gets the roll on the free throw. She's got 6 points, or 5 points. 45-42. Trenton by 3. Second shot on the way. It's there. 45-43, back to a deuce. Kylie Hutchins to the front court for the Lady Tigers. Timeout, Trenton. 2:15 to go in the ball game. 45-43, Trenton by 2. We'll be back in a minute on your 101 Sports Center.
Is your living room looking a little shabby? Call Rao Upholstery and have them put new life into your home.
Pro Player Sportswear. It's here today at Pro Image, now open across from the former Pomida building in downtown Williston. Caps, t-shirts, jackets, sweatshirts, keychains, wallets, garbage cans, duffel bags, and more. NBA, NFL, and NHL jerseys. Pro Image is loaded with a complete selection. Use the coupon from the paper, get $1 off any cap. There's over 500 to choose from. Stop in and register to win an NBA road trip sweepstakes. It's Pro Image, 521 Main Street, downtown Williston.
Get the ball downloaded. Johnny Ryder. She puts it in for 2 more. And the Tigers are now up by 4 again. The foul was called on Shannon LaRolle. Her 4th. Johnny Ryder with 14 points will go to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. Ryder's shot is good. Johnny with 15. The Tigers are up by 5. Matches the biggest lead of the ball game. 2 minutes to go. Rorick to the left side to Nichols. Down the Weinbar left corner. Back to Rorick. Down to the right corner. It's picked up here by Weinbar. Weinbar, 3-pointer. It's short. Rebound on the floor in the alley. Tied up. Possession arrow goes to Trenton. A minute 47 to go in the ball game. Trenton 48, Stanley 43. Pass comes inbounds here to Kylie Hutchins. Off to Joni Ryder. Joni to the front court, moves around. Shannon LaRolle looks for some help. And finally will take a timeout as she was hounded there by Shannon LaRolle. A minute 37 to go in the ball game, 48-43. Trenton will be back in 1 minute on your 101 Sports Center.
When you need a part for your vehicle, head for Tioga Parts. They're your Napa Auto Parts dealer in Tioga. Give Larry or Miles Rosenkrantz a call at 664-3394. Napa Auto Parts, we're the extent of numbers. American State Bank and Trust Company has a dedicated commitment to serving you, our neighbors. Williston's only locally owned bank where local deposits and capital are reinvested and working right here in the Williston area. American State Bank and Trust Company in Williston. Member FDIC.
Tigers with the basketball as we get back into action. They lead it by 5. Joni Ryder brings it over to Kylie Hutchins between the circles straight away. Comes back right side now to Lacey Turcotte. Lacey backs it off. She's called for the double dribble. Freshman mistakes. That's 17 turnovers on the Tigers. The Blue Jays trail by 5. A minute 8 to go in the ball game. Inside pass goes to Heenick. Heenick, right side jumper, off glass, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Tricia Ledoux, gets it to Turcotte. Turcotte has it taken away by Rorick, but she was out of bounds. Tigers get the basketball with 58 seconds to go. Joni Ryder to trigger. Pass comes to Alicia Olsen on the run. Alicia brings it to the front court. To the right side. Has the ball almost taken away. Now picks up the dribble, gets it to Kylie Hutchins. Hutchins, top of the circle. Goes to the right side, down to Alicia Olsen in the right corner. Was thrown away by Hutchins. Turnover, 18. Trenton. But time running out on the Blue Jays. We're down to 40 seconds. Rorick to the front court. Moves to the top of the circle. Right side, Weinbar. Hands it off, Heenick. Heenick loses it to Joni Ryder. Turnover 12. Up court, Lacey Turcotte. Down the right side, Lacey picks it up, hands it off to Kylie Hutchins. We're down to 23 seconds. Hutchins to the left side to Alicia Olsen. Back to the right side, Joni Ryder. 17 seconds to Hutchins. She's fouled by Audrey Rorick. The Tigers are going to take 3rd. The Blue Jays will take 4th. Both teams will go to the region tournament with records of 20 wins and 4 losses. Tigers will get the basketball at center court. We'll get a timeout here by the Stanley Blue Jays. 16 seconds to go. It's 48-43 Trenton. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on your 101 Sports Center.
Ask anyone who gets the electric heat rate from their electric cooperative, and you'll hear this. Our heating...
In the football playoffs, Minot shocked West Fargo Minot 28, West Fargo 22 in the AAA football playoffs. Talking to Skip Esposeth before the game here tonight. Burke County will play against New England Regent at 1:30 Saturday afternoon at the Dome in Fargo. 48-43, Trenton with the lead and the basketball. And we've got a foul called here. Now we'll be in the bonus. That's 7 fouls, and going to the free throw line will be Joni Ryder. Foul called there on Shelby Nichols, her 4th. So Joni Ryder to the free throw line. Good to see her getting going offensively in this ball game. She missed this free throw. Rebound, Blue Jays. Rorick, front court, right side. Nichols out of bounds off of Stanley. 5 seconds is all that remains in this one. The Tigers will be 3rd. The Blue Jays will be 4th. Alicia Olson to the front court. She's fouled. She'll go to the line with 1 second to go. And foul on Shelby Nichols, I believe. That is her 5th. Fouls out with 1 second to go. 4 points for Shelby Nichols. Alicia Olson will go to the free throw line. Bob Turcotte pulls all of his girls off the lane, so it's all Stanley around the lane with Alicia Olson at the line. Alicia shooting 1 and 1. Buries the first one. She's got 10 points, all here in the second half. 49-43, that's the biggest lead of the ball game. She can make it 7 with this one. She didn't, and the game comes to an end. Final score, the Trenton Tigers get a little revenge for 2 of their losses during the regular season. Trenton with the win over Stanley, 49-43. Tigers will be 3rd. Blue Jays will be 4th at the Region 8 in Stanley next week. 49-43 the final on this one. We'll be back. We'll check the numbers in 2 minutes here on your 101 Sports Center.
Connor Sales Company Incorporated, north on the $1 Million Way in Williston, has been serving the oil fields for 33 years. They are in the business of manufacturing oil field storage tanks and setting them up at well sites. Connor Sales Company Incorporated carries a full stock of tanks. Their trained personnel will deliver, set, and service everything they sell. The people at Connor Sales Company Incorporated want you to be a sports booster and get out and support your favorite high school team this sports season. From Connor Sales Company Incorporated.
Experience the quality health care provided by your hometown doctors at Craven Hagen Clinic. Craven Hagen has always offered a personal level of care, and now its affiliation with Mercy Medical Center provides direct access to the latest in equipment and professional expertise. Mercy Medical Center and Craven Hagen Clinic, partners in caring for you, the residents of eastern Montana and western North Dakota. Hometown doctors, hometown health care.
West Plains Insurance Incorporated in Watford City is an independent agency which carries a full line of insurance products for whatever your insurance needs are. Brooks Comer and Joni Renbarger offer you local service with competitive insurance rates and can tailor insurance to just your needs. To see how your insurance measures up, contact Brooks or Joni today at West Plains Insurance Incorporated in Watford City.
Kasmeroff at Oil in Wilson is in the business of oil land leases and properties. They've been a big part of the oil business for many years and will continue to be for years to come. Kasmeroff at Oil has always been a booster of the Williston and area sports teams. They urge you to get out to the games this fall and winter and support your favorite sports teams. With school in session once again, Kasmeroff at Oil wants you to be careful and watch out for youngsters going to and from school.
Well, the Trenton Tigers come up with a win over the Stanley Blue Jays here in the 3rd and 4th place matchup of the District 16 tournament, 49-43. Balanced scoring attack for Trenton here tonight. Leading the way, Joni Ryder with 15, Kylie Hutchins with 14, Alicia Olson with 10, Tricia Ledoux with 8, 2 for Lacey Turcotte. The Tigers in the ball game, hitting on 20 field goals. Waiting for Donnie Daniels to tear off the perforation on the tape here. 20 out of 36 from the field for 56% for Trenton. 7 of 13 for 54% at the free throw line. 18 turnovers against the Lady Tigers. For the Stanley Blue Jays, 16 points for Gwen Weinbar, 11 for Tara Heenick, 6 for Shannon LaRolle, 6 for Audrey Roig, 4 for Shelby Nichols. Blue Jays on 19 of 55 from the field for 35%, 5 of 11 at the free throw line for 45%, 13 turnovers against Stanley. Rebounds, Stanley with 29, Trenton with 28. So an evenly matched ball game all the way through. Trenton came on in the fourth quarter, outscored the Blue Jays 15-8 to put it away, 49-43. Both teams wrap up this part of the campaign. 20 wins, 4 losses. They'll both advance to the Region 8 tournament starting next Friday in Stanley. The marbles are on the table. The table's loaded up with the Watford City Wolves, the number 8 rated team in the state of North Dakota, a record of 18-3, against the number 5 rated team in the state of North Dakota, the Burke Central Panthers. They come in at 19-2. That game's about 21 minutes away. We'll be back with the starting lineup.